It all comes down to this, the 2024 NCAA Softball Division III National Championship, third and final game, winner take all, between the East Texas Baptist University Tigers and the Belhaven University Blazers. Glad to have you with us here in Marshall, Texas, beautiful Bell Park at Taylor Field, alongside Dr. Ian McMichael. I'm Kit McConico. Coach, these two teams have been back and forth, but ETBU, they put on an impressive display in game two, backs against the wall, a must win, and they did just that.
Absolutely. Response is a decision, and they were very intentional about making that decision, having the adjustments, having a good game plan at the plate, and they made a lot of noise with their at-bats to force an if game.
They did indeed. They started with 2 in the third, another in the fourth, 5 runs in the fifth. As they will continue with Maddie Melton in the circle. Pitched all 7 innings in game 2. Gave up 5 hits, 2 runs. Both earned, struck out 3, walked 2 in 28 batters faced for Melton. The junior lefty from Hallsville, the local product, looks to continue with a hot hand. And now the pressure is on the visitors from Jackson, Mississippi, just about 3.5 hours to the east. Their first ever championship, their first ever final, and a chance for their first ever title here in game 3. Very simple, 7 innings to determine a winner. ETBU would be their second national championship ever after winning in 2010. Belhaven looking to bring that first title home. Miller. The throw offline, a rare mistake from Maddox, and easily on to second goes Miller. Blazers in business. Opening batter aboard, and in scoring position is Maddie Miller.
Miller putting the pressure on early, getting aggressive early in the count. It's a good charge by Maddox. Just rushed the throw a little bit.
Here's how they will come to bat. You've already seen Miller, Gordon, the third baseman, at the plate. Caruth, the pitcher, following. Jones, Richardson, Kiami, and Parker switch spots. And it will be Weidmeyer and Stockstill rounding out the order in 8 and 9. Gordon leading this team, a .500 average here in the championship. 1 for 3 in game 2. Doubled off the center field wall in the 6th, but ultimately her lone hit of the ball game. If you're Belhaven, off to a great start here, opening a runner aboard in scoring position. The rare miscue from the All-American Maddox, but what can they make of it? Over to third. Unable to apply the tag. No, was. What a job from Cummings on the second effort. Able to get the lead runner. And Gordon takes the opportunity to advance to second.
That's a great job for Cummings, just staying with the play. Good resiliency from Maddox, taking responsibility, coming up with the next play, working ahead, making sure you get the runner out, trying to get to third base. But again, just heads-up defense, great communication, good softball IQ.
Fielder's choice for Gordon now. Kennedy Caruth at the plate, 1 away. Caruth takes that one underneath Cummings. They will hold the runner as Gordon stays at third. Caruth aiding her own cause, runners on the corners for the Blazers.
We talk so much about response. These hitters have a game plan. They're very intentional, looking to attack early with that inside pitch, making that adjustment, backing off the plate. And they're making some noise early here in game 3.
They are indeed looking to find the opening run in their first at bat, wasting no time. Allie Jones to the plate, the first baseman. Jones 0 for 2, a pair of ground outs, both to third in game 2 earlier today. Coach, you said it, wasting no time, trying to jump on Melton. And Coach Shirley riding the hot hand for the Tigers, keeping Melton in the circle. Obviously such an impressive pitching staff, and they have some options should she tire Holland as well as Benavidez. The way she was performing, why not? If she has gas in the tank, let her run.
And I know with these Belhaven hitters, making adjustment, having those important, effective conversations with each other about what they're going to do differently in the box. And they are making some noise, backing off the plate a little bit, knowing that she's going to come in with that inside curveball and looking to get that barrel out in front and drive the ball to the left side of the field.
Jones down 0-2 and down swinging. Melton picks up her first strikeout.
That's a great job, good mix. Most important to continue to have that off speed in your back pocket that you can throw on command, especially with hitters who are looking to attack early. It's a great job mixing speeds.
It brings the designated player, Katie Jo Richardson, in the 5-hole to the plate. Richardson 0 for 2 in game 2. Second on this team here in the championship, batting just shy of 300, 294 to be exact, and she's hit by the pitch to load the bases.
It's a tough pitch with that inside. Again, challenging these right-handed hitters with that inside curveball, but she allowed that pitch to get a little too far away from her. You can see her chest going down. For pitchers, once your chest goes down, that ball goes up. So just maintaining that body posture throughout the whole movement to have more control on that spin.
Catcher Anna Kayemi has moved up into the 6th hole, batted 7th in game 2. What an opportunity this is early for Kayemi and the Blazers. Bases loaded, 2 away. Can they find the opener here in game 3? Winner take all. Kayemi, the junior from Zachary, Louisiana, ropes that one foul. And conversely, if Melton is able to get out of this early jam, not conceding the opening run, 0-2 from Melton. Slow roller back to the pitcher, wheels around the throw to first in time. The Blazers unable to take advantage, leave the bases loaded. Now the Tigers a chance to find the opener when they come up in the bottom of the 1st. Kennedy Caruth, the star righty, the graduate student out of St. Francisville, Louisiana, the greater Baton Rouge area product, in the circle. In game 2, 3 innings of work, gave up 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Struck out 3 in 15 batters faced before she was replaced by the freshman Macy Funderburg. Bell West ultimately would finish off the contest. That is the first game in the last 12 that Caruth has not pitched every pitch an inning of. Here's how the Tigers come to the plate in game 3. Maddox, White, and Bell. Some Cummings and William, Morales, Melton, and Ellis. Glenn will be behind the plate as the catcher. A rare error from the All-American senior shortstop Maddox in the top of the inning. Ultimately, no damage done. She has been white hot in game 2. 3 for 4, 4 runs batted in. Big cut at the first pitch for the senior from Mission, Texas. Hit by the pitch. So a Blazer hit by a pitch in the top of the inning, and now Maddox hit by a pitch, the leadoff batter for the Tigers in the bottom.
Ruth coming in with that rise ball on the inside half. It's got great spin. Just going to have to do a little bit better job of that control. She got a little bit too far away from her hip.
Previous winners that we can air sometime. The graphic about previous winners. About later, I'm just saying if we have it. White at the plate. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm just making sure we have it. The second baseman looking for her first hit. A sacrifice fly in the first game. That helped ETBU to that 2-run third inning, gave them that initial lead. Runner takes off. The throw, not in time. Go ahead, the opening run. Maddox in its second. White with a 1-1 count. And this is what we saw, particularly at the end of the game, that 5-run fifth inning in game 2. Anytime the Tigers got aboard, chances were they were going to try to swipe a base.
Absolutely. Anytime they could get runners in motion, they're not a standstill offense.
2-1. Our umpires for this contest. Ellen Degler is behind the plate. Andrew Maston at first. Brian Kuhn is our third base umpire here in the championship final. Two-1 tried to lay down the bunt. It will roll foul. Back to the plate, heads White with a 2-2 count. And it just seems appropriate that these two teams, former conference foes, will meet here at the national championship on the line. We knew it was going to go down to the third and decisive game, and that is indeed the case. These two splitting the last two matchups. But in the last 10, Belhaven has had the better. They've won 7 of the last 10. They left the ASC in 2023 for the Collegiate Conference of the South. 28th all-time meeting between these two. Just a piece of it there for White.
And they're so fun to watch. They're so evenly matched. Great pitching, good offense, solid defense. Two very solid teams.
Caruth over 900 career strikeouts, just shy of 300 this season. Trying to wrap up her stellar collegiate career on a high note. Full count now to White. Bell, the right fielder, waiting on deck.
Go, Courtney!
Changeup misses. Caruth, a rare display of emotion. Wanted strike 3, will not get it.
Caruth doesn't show emotion often, but you can see she really wanted that changeup there. If it missed, it didn't miss by much.
Rare that you see anything except for that poker face from Kennedy Caruth, but that time less than pleased. Didn't get a strike 3 call. There are now runners at first and second. Bell at the plate. Bell up for the first at bat of the game. Freshman right fielder out of Eustis. In for strike 1.
That's exactly what great pitchers do. Bouncing back, just understanding. Pitchers have to get used to umpire strike zone as well. Every time the umpire changes behind the plate, they have to get an understanding of what zone they're going to call so they can know what zone to throw to.
Well, 429 average here in the championship. 6 hits, 14 at bats. Blazers left the bases full in the top of the inning. Could not find the opener. Golden opportunity for the Tigers to strike first. Shows bunt. Unable to lay it down fair.
It's so challenging to get that bunt down solid with the movement that Caruth has on the ball. Talk so much about her spin. And the tighter that spin, the harder it is to see it solid as a hitter.
Over to second. No chance to double up as the runner's back on their respective bases quickly enough.
And that's a great hit. These hitters are doing a good job of making those adjustments. Again, with the spin, got to allow the ball to travel. And the more they see the spin, the more they understand what each pitch is going to do. So every time that ball is pitched, it's information for the hitter.
Stum, the freshman from Bridgeland, at the plate. Stum 2 for 3 in that previous game. A pair of singles. Trying to bring a bit of that hot hitting here into game 3. Stum to left field. Home run, Tigers. 3-0 ETBU strikes first in the bottom of the first. Haley Stum putting the Tigers on top early.
Stum coming around the bases, all smiles, as she should be. Again, just the more you see the spin, the more you understand exactly what's coming. And she was ready for that inside screwball, and that ball got out in a hurry.
Stum sent it for a ride. The freshman of the year in the ASC, third team All-American, first year as a collegiate player, is having quite the season. Stum with the long ball there. Tigers on top. Stum with her 6th home run of the season. That could not have come at a better time. Now the third baseman, Torrin Cummings, trying to follow things up. Just 1 out. And for the second consecutive game, Tigers have struck first. Underneath it, Cummings to dead center. It's gone. 2 home runs in a row for ETBU. Stum with the 3-run bomb. Cummings follows up with the solo shot to dead center. 4-0 Tigers.
Fire me up. I love seeing the emotion of Cummings coming around. She's doing a great job. She struggled a little bit at the plate, but just, again, allowing that ball to travel, and you know you hit it well when it comes back right up the middle.
You said it. Cummings, as good as she's been, that is just her 5th hit in 17 at-bats here in the championship. Batting just above 200. And the star senior from Houston has her dugout on their feet. And now the question for Kennedy Carruth, who has been so good all season long, as she started to run out of gas here in the championship series. We said it coming into today, she had pitched 12 straight games, every inning, every pitch, dating back to May the 4th, when she got the start against Maryville, was ultimately pulled in that loss. But ever since, it has been all Carruth, the star righty from Baton Rouge out of St. Francisville, Louisiana. He's been on fire here in the championship. How does she respond? 4-0 ETBU. First baseman Del Loya up to bat. Two hits, 4 runs, both home runs, courtesy of Stum and Cummings. Just off, 2-1 now to Loya.
It's important for Carruth to just go back to what's working. We've talked so much about pitchers go-to, but pitch does she feel really confident with? That's what she needs to stick with.
Big swing and a miss to even the count from Del Loya. Count goes full.
You see Carruth over-adjusting a little bit with that curveball. That's typically a pitch that's her go-to. She's trying to keep it off the white as these hitters are making that adjustment for the middle outside half of the plate.
Payoff. Loya down, swinging. Carruth picks up her first strikeout.
And that's a big strikeout for Carruth. Again, just the response. For pitchers sometimes, even when you make your best pitch, hitters still can find a way to barrel up It's just important to get back to what's working and staying focused on one pitch at a time.
Left fielder Bella Morales at the plate. Fouls off the initial offering. Morales 3 for 4 in our game earlier. 3 hits, a run, 1 RBI. Morales really seeing the ball well at the plate today. Can she continue? Able to check her swing. 1-1.
And that's such an important take for Morales. Again, I talk so much about understanding spin. And when you have a pitcher that spins the ball really well, you have to let it travel so you can understand what it's doing. If you get caught swinging early, that pitch can change directions quickly. You have to decide if it's going up, if it's going down. But if you let it travel, you have a better understanding of what it's going to do.
Underneath, Morales into left field. Weidmeyer makes the catch. The Tigers, 2 home runs, 4 runs their first time to the plate. And they take the early lead in our winner-take-all Game 3. Welcome you back. Beautiful Bell Park at Taylor Field here on the campus of East Texas Baptist University in Marshall. The Tigers striking first here in Game 3. Winner take all. 4 runs, their first at bat. Now the Blazers of Belhaven trying to respond. Their season on the line. First ever trip to the championship final. First ever trip here to the championship. They have a chance to play for a national title. Talk about how this program has gone and how it has grown. Obviously, what Coach Griffin has done, 14 years in charge. You and I had the opportunity to speak with Belhaven's president, Roger Parrott, earlier. And he was actually the one, this is the first program he started when he became president there in Jackson. And so, obviously, it means a lot to him. But the transition from NAIA to NCAA, making the tournament for the first time in 2021, the next step here in the championship. They have done it so impressively, so smoothly, and in such a short period of time. They will have to battle back if they are going to bring that first national title back to Jackson.
And what's important here offensively as they come up, you're not going to get 4 runs with 1 at bat, so the hitters have got to do a good job of swinging at good pitches, staying in the moment. There's a lot of real estate left here in this game. Just think past the bat, good at bats, swinging at good pitches, having a good game plan. Staying focused.
Left fielder Marymore Weidmeyer at the plate. Parker led things off. First out, she fouled out. Stockstill, shortstop, waiting on deck. And you said it, there's a lot of softball left in this ball game. Simply just 1 pitch at a time, 1 hit, getting runners aboard. And that is called a strike. Weidmeyer taking the whole way.
And one thing's for sure with the sport of softball, and especially with hitting, the more you press, the harder your at-bat becomes. So you have to stay loose.
Into center. Oh, couldn't make the diving catch. Ellis off her glove, and on to second goes Weidmeyer. Leadoff batter aboard.
That's a great at-bat. We talked about just making sure we're swinging at good pitches and taking it 1 at-bat at a time. But Ellis making a good run, covering a lot of ground there in the left center gap. It just barely tipped off her glove.
Weidmeyer does her job. Now Stockstill past the shortstop. They will wave the runner. No, they will hold at third. The throw not on line. And on to second goes Stockstill. So now Blazers at second and third, just 1 out. And back to the top of the order, Maddie Miller, the center fielder, stepping up. Well, it was cagey in that first game. It took a while to get on the board. We saw some ace pitching, but these batters teeing off early on.
Go, Maddie!
Miller got aboard via an error by the shortstop Maddox in her first at bat.
And that's what it's going to take. Just one good at bat at a time. Don't press. Stay focused. Swing at good pitches. Stay calm. And as long as everyone is on that same page, you have to have the same level of commitment and understanding. Everyone's working together.
Junior from Brookhaven, Mississippi, chases that one. No. Tigers fans can't believe it. Thought for sure that was strike three.
And that's a tough one. They wanted that. That bat got away from her body. I don't know. Looks like she maybe broke the plane on that one.
Instead, back with the 1-2, and she's got a base hit, bringing one in. Now the throw, not in time, and the Blazers are on the board as they have cut the deficit in half. 4-2 Tigers.
It is all about timely hitting, taking opportunities with another opportunity, another chance, just taking that outside pitch right back up the middle. And as we said so many times, as long as you put the ball in play, good things can happen.
That is exactly what happened right there, and Coach Shirley is out for a word. She is less than pleased with that previous call. Miller, it would have been strike three. Instead, got another opportunity, and she made the most of it. A 2 RBI double. Cut ETBU's lead in half and bring the hottest Blazer of all to the plate, Allie Gordon.
And this is exactly who you want up in this situation. She's seeing the ball so well. One thing to point out here with hitters, being down by 4 runs, they still maintain that same approach, swinging at good pitches.
Gordon underneath it, into left, Morales at the warning track. Runner tags up. Cummings unable to make the snag, and they will send the runner home. Cummings says that one went into the dugout. Umpires not responding as we have cut it. It's a 1-run game. But coming all the way in to score from second was Miller. What a game this is. National championship on the line. Cummings can't believe it.
And everything counts. Every throw, every pitch, every swing, every decision. This is going to be a back-and-forth game. Both teams taking opportunities from the other.
Wasting no time. ETBU 4 runs in their first at bat. Belhaven already 3 here in their second. And our umpire, Alan Degler, may take another look, and that is exactly what's going to happen, and they are going to check on the previous play. So again, Gordon flied out to left. That is not in doubt. It was Miller, who was standing at second when that happened, was able to tag up into third.
Is being challenged by ETBU.
And they're going to see if the runner left early. We will see if we have a angle on that one. It may be difficult.
And by definition, the runner cannot leave until the ball has completely come out of the pitcher's hand.
So again, it was Miller who tagged up. Was it second when Gordon hit it to left? So here is the view we have. You see the runner there at second. So Morales made the catch and unfortunately did not have a view of the runner.
The runner has to wait until the defender catches the ball before they advanced. So they're challenging to see if she left before that play happened.
Obviously the throw not on line. It got away from Cummings, and Miller was able to take the opportunity to head home. They cut it to a one-run game.
Is upheld. The runner is safe.
Well, there you go. The initial ruling stands. Runner did not leave early. ETBU challenge to no avail, and so we are down to a single run. Kennedy Caruth, the Blazers pitcher at the plate, representing the tying run with 2 away, no one aboard here in the top of the second. Caruth already 1 for 1, singled to third in her first at bat. Some of the fans late making their way back in here between games 2 and 3, and if they are just now joining us, they have missed a start to this one.
So much action has been jam-packed in these first couple of innings. If you look away, you may miss too much.
Right you are, Caruth trying to continue. Caruth into deep right. Bell there to make the catch to end the inning. Belhaven responds. 3 runs for the Blazers. It's a 1-run game. What do the Tigers have in store? So we head to the bottom of the second. What a start to this one. Game 3 in the championship final. National champion trophy going to the winner, Belhaven ETBU. The Tigers back up to bat here in the second inning. 4 runs in the first, 4 runs off of 2 hits, getting to the star righty Kennedy Caruth early. Now the bottom of the order. 8, 9 into 1. Melton, Ellis, and Maddox due up to face her. Her counterpart, Maddie Melton, at the plate. As Anna Kayemi, Blazers catcher, just couldn't locate that one. So back comes Melton with an 0-2 count. Coach, this is just a heavyweight title fight. Punch, counter punch early on. Neither one of these teams giving an inch, and the fact that Belhaven is able to respond with 3 runs after conceding 4 early. Now how does Caruth respond? Into center. Miller there at the track for out number 1.
That's a great job tracking that ball down. For outfielders, you want to beat the ball to where it's going so you know exactly where you are on the field. But I love the aggressiveness of the Tigers. They continue to swing early in the count, knowing that Caruth likes to work ahead.
Brings bottom of the order center fielder Mary Frances Ellis to the plate. Ellis 3 for 3 in that first game. Into shallow right. That's going to drop a base hit. Tried to backtrack. Parker unable to make the over-the-shoulder catch. And Ellis is aboard with 1 away.
And that's a tough play with the infielders being in. Communication is so important for infielders when they move. Anytime an infielder moves or a defender moves, you have to communicate with your teammates so you understand how much room you have to go back, how much room you have to come in between infielders and outfielders.
Ellis, the junior from Legion Fields, continues to be red hot today. To the top of the order, the star senior shortstop Tristan Maddox, hit by a pitch in her first at bat. Maddox, that 3-run home run back in game 2. Part of that 5-run inning in the 5th. Well, Belhaven bats did their job. They were able to respond quickly after giving up the early lead. Now, you and I were talking, how does this work for Caruth? Does that settle her down a bit, give her some of that confidence that she's been brimming with so much of this championship? Runner off to second and in safely. Another stolen base for the Tigers.
And that's so important, and that's the importance and beauty of being part of a team sport, is that no person has to carry the weight alone. And just the response offensively, the statement to Caruth, letting her know that they have her back.
Outside, 3-1. Maddox draws the walk. Now 2 aboard for the Tigers. Patient piece of hitting, and Maddox rewarded with a trip to first. Courtney White, who drew a walk on a full count in her first at bat, now up.
It doesn't mean that they don't get tired, but when you do, for a pitcher, it's just important to work on location, making sure that you paint the ball on the river, continue to spin, but location is important, making sure that you hit the corners of the zone.
Paints the corner there, does Caruth. Initial offering to Bell. Right fielder lined out to second, her first time up. Blazers trying to keep this a 1-run game, keep the Tigers off the board here in the second. Throw to third. Not in time. The Tigers advance now 2 in scoring position. And we said it, any opportunity they will run.
And they're going to put the offense in motion any opportunity they can. Just pushing the defense, making sure that they stay alert. With these Tigers on the bases, you have to make sure you're paying attention at all times.
1-2 pitch into right field. Tigers are going to bring 2 more in to score. Maddox in, and safely into second goes Bell. 6-3 ETBU.
And there's something to be said about that 2-out magic. Just a great piece of hitting, taking that pitch right center. And I love to see the emotion as she slides into second. Keeping this offense going.
The freshman does her job. Back to a 3-run lead with Haley Stum at the plate. We all know what happened last time Stum was at the plate. 3-run home run over the left center field wall. One and one to Stum. And Coach, you just have to wonder, we said it, Caruth, what she's been able to do this season.
Here we go, Haley.
She has been the workhorse. well over 200, close to 250 innings pitched. How much does she have left in the tank?
Ruth relies heavily on her spin and gets a lot of swings and misses. But here she's pitching more to contact. Again, just focusing in on location.
Over to first. Jones able to knock it down, and there for the out. But not before the Tigers respond. 2 runs in the bottom of the second as they restore the lead. 6-3 ETBU through 2. Changing the circle for the Tigers, Avery Holland, the freshman and lefty out of Fredericksburg, Texas, in the Hill Country. When these two teams met back a day ago, Holland 6 innings pitched, gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned. Walked 2, struck out 3, and 27 batters faced. Holland coming in for Melton. Again, Melton the complete 7 innings in game 2 earlier today. Now Holland comes on. The impressive freshman taking over. A .77 ERA, 8-0. Just over 50 innings pitched on the season. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Heart of the Blazers order up to face her. Jones leading things off. Richardson waiting on deck. Into center. Ellis there. 1 away.
Key for Holland is just to continue to work ahead on these hitters. She's got to change locations and speeds. She has that changeup that she can throw on command, but with the heart of the lineup, it's going to be very important for her to work ahead.
Katie Jo Richardson now steps to the plate, hit by a pitch in her first at bat. Was the star junior out of Cordova, Alabama. Tigers able to find 4 runs in their first at bat. It was a great response by the Blazers, 3 in the top of the second. They need to respond here as well in the top of the third. Oh, just missing. 2-0 count.
Here we go, Tigers!
ETBU so good at home. They've lost just 3 times here in the last 2 years. They lost just once here at home, and that came yesterday. That was their lone loss this season here at Bell Park at Taylor Field. And that loss to the Blazers snapped their 23-game win streak. It's been a record-setting year, winning a record 47 games. They just need 1 more. Richardson into shallow left, a base hit. Richardson able to muscle it off the hands.
Richards continues to find a way to get it done. Knowing they're going to challenge her with that inside pitch, just finding a way to get those hands through. And sometimes it's not necessarily how hard you hit it, but just finding a hole in the defense. Anything to get a spark for the offense.
A pinch runner after Richardson is able to get aboard. Jordan Knipe, the right fielder, now the pinch runner, the junior from Knoxville.
Number 11, Anna Kayemi.
Catcher Anna Kayemi up to bat, grounded out to end the first. Holland, first pitch strike. One thing we've seen from all these pitchers, They get ahead in counts. They put the pressure on batters. Freshman from Fredericksburg is adept at doing that as anyone on this staff. Really, that may be the difference between these two teams. As good as Caruth has been, hasn't had a ton of support on that staff, whereas you look at ETBU and they have absolutely 3 stellar pitchers, Melton, Holland, and Benavidez, all 3 top-notch.
And I think that's so important, pitching by committee. These pitchers working together, different looks. And to that point, we've seen so many different types of pitchers, and it's important for young pitchers to know that you can be effective with speed, you can be effective with spin, but you have to go to your strengths and stay who you are as a pitcher and work that.
Fouled off. Holland has had an incredible postseason. She was a super regional most outstanding pitcher, regional most outstanding player. She was all tournament in the ASC, all conference first team. No hitter against Williams in that NCAA tournament opener. Coming into the championship and giving up just 5 earned runs. Kiami fight off the 1-2.
And to that point, pitchers love to hear high velocity. They love to hear the pop of the glove. But as I've spoken on so often, spin is hard for hitters. So if you're a pitcher that spins the ball well, and maybe your strength is not velocity, that's okay. Just stay within your strengths.
She does that as well as anyone. 3 no-hitters, 1 perfect game this season for the freshman. And she understands what her strengths are. Not necessarily a power pitcher. She's not going to blow it by you, pick up a lot of strikeouts, but you look at the stats, they speak for themselves. 2-2, speaking of strikeouts, Holland, ears burning, comes up with her first.
That's a great job. Just, again, great spin, getting the hitters to chase. Makes it hard for them to pick it up. But to that point, one of the great pitchers in our game, Kat Osterman, often talks about when she tried to throw the ball harder, she lost some of the spin, which is what she was so known for.
Parker takes the initial offering into dead center, off the wall. Blazers are going to bring one in, throw home, and they will hold Parker there at third, inches away from being a 2-run home run, but the Blazers are able to find a run, and they have cut it to 2.
And they just figure out a way, just maintaining good at-bats, swinging at good pitches, taking that inside pitch, dead center, keeping her head down, hands inside the ball, driving that ball hard up the middle.
Parker thought that was going to leave, but pleased with the result nonetheless, as it means the tying run is coming to the plate in the form of the left fielder, Mary Moore Weidmeyer. And this Blazers team, you talk about the fight, the tenacity they have, things not going their way in the circle, their star ace having some issues, but they continue to battle. I think Coach Griffin, he may want a review of that one. We will see.
I think he may be arguing whether that should be considered a home run.
That's the question. We'll get another look at it. They're in dead center. And our officials are going to go take the look. Will Ellen Degler.
The ruling on the field and whether the ball was a home run is under review by Belhaven.
So they are going to take a look. Was the ball out of here? Did it come off the top of the wall, or did it come off that scaffolding where our camera is right above the T and ETBU?
I don't know. I think that's definitely worth taking another look at.
So difficult to tell. Did it come off the top and then ricochet into the scaffolding? I think that's what they saw initially, and it's hard to argue that it came off the top of the wall
Absolutely.
into the scaffolding.
I can understand his frustration and wanting him to look closely at that hit.
If they reverse it, rule it a home run. It would bring Parker home and make it a one-run game. Parker currently sitting at third with a tying run. The former Weidmeyer ready to come to the plate. We've said it time and time again, all these calls are so tight.
And runs are at a premium, so one run is huge.
You're right, you are. The question is there enough to overturn the call on the field that it was not a home run? We will see what our home plate umpire, Alan Degler, has to say.
After review, the ruling on the field is changed.
Home run, they change it. Parker heads home, and it's a one-run game. Here it is, take another look.
Coming off the mesh. It's definitely worth taking another look at. And you can see everyone out of the dugout, they are fired up.
They are indeed. The officials took another look, changed the ruling. And Coach Shirley is absolutely livid. Coach Shirley there having a word with the third base umpire, and Coach Shirley has been ejected. Janae Shirley will be done for this one, and she is having a word, and referee Degler, you see it right here, ejects her. National championship on the line, and we're still just in the top of the third.
Wow, so much has been going on early in the game, back and forth. Emotions are high, no doubt.
They are indeed. His 17th year head coach, Janae Shirley, she herself an ETBU alum, having been ejected. Looking for their second national championship. Won the first in 2010. Can they take a second, or will the new kids on the block, the Blazers of Belhaven, bring it back? Weidmeyer at the plate, bases cleared. She represents the tying run.
So many emotions amped up. It's so important for the girls to stay calm, stay in the moment, settle down. For these Tigers, seeing their coach fired up, got to stay relaxed.
2-0. You hear the Tigers fans down the third base line, Blazers down the first, making a lot of noise. A full house today here in the Lone Star State, beautiful Bell Park at Taylor Field. Weidmeyer able to fight off the 2-0. You couldn't ask for a whole lot more than this, Coach. The atmosphere is electric. The sun is out. Game 3, and it is very simple. Win, and you're national champion. Three and one. Junior from Hattiesburg, by way of East Central Community College. Patient at bat. Already 1-for-1, doubled to center in her first appearance at the plate. Off the hands, and right to Maddox at short for out number 3. But 2 runs from the Blazers as they have cut it to a 1-run game. Tigers look to respond as they come up in the bottom of the third. 5, 6, and 7 due up for ETBU. Fireworks in the top of the order. A home run for the Blazers reversed. Coach Shirley less than pleased and voicing her displeasure to home plate umpire Ellen Degler as she was ejected, told to hit the showers. And the 17th year head coach will have to watch this one from the clubhouse. Her assistants, Bill Galloway, Guy Shirley, Jeanette Galvan, and Hannah Garcia manning the ship for the rest of the way. To left. Goodbye. Cummings wastes no time jumping on the initial offering. And it's back to a 2-run Tiger lead. The star senior from Houston brings the fans in blue and gold to their feet.
And what a response. Cummings leaving no doubt about that one. First pitch, she sent it far and high. She made a point with that swing. And momentum is back on their side. She is fired up. All the emotions, all the feelings. I love to see everyone rallying around. They understand how big that hit was.
Third home run for the Tigers in the ball game. Here in the bottom of the third, already 7 runs on 5 hits for ETBU. And now you wonder, how long will Coach Griffin keep his star right-hander, the graduate student out of St. Francisville, Louisiana, Kennedy Carruth, in the circle?
That ball landed halfway between the bleachers and the tent.
Del Loya, the first baseman, at the plate. Carruth now, that 50-pitch mark. 5 hits, 7 runs, all earned. As walk 2, only struck out 1. And anyone who's been watching this Blazers team knows that that 1 strikeout is an anomaly for Carruth. As this drops in foul territory.
It's so hard for a coach. Pitching decisions are one of the hardest decisions coaches have to make. Understanding when to pull the pitcher, when to keep her in. And you know them, and you know what Carruth is capable of. Just trying to figure out how long to keep her in. Such a hard decision to make as a coach.
3-1 to Loya. We saw Macy Funderburk. We saw Belle West in Game 2 earlier today. Neither met with much success. Loya underneath it. Parker over at the foul line. The second baseman makes it for the first out.
And Carruth and her defense always finds a way. They're so good at responding, being resilient. That low outside curveball makes it hard for hitters to get through the ball and drive through the zone. Again, just coming back with that resilience. Location is the most important part here for Carruth.
Morales, big cut on the first pitch, sitting her way. Light out to left in the first. Did the Tigers left fielder. One and one to even the count.
For pitchers, the first thing that goes when you're tired is the use of your legs. Your legs are the foundation of how you throw every pitch. So the more tired your legs are, the harder it is to push, the harder it is to spin. That's why location is so important.
1 and 2. Both fan groups voicing their opinions at any given opportunity. These two conference foes have the history. Even though they haven't been in the same conference for a few years, that animosity has not subsided. It's the third time they've seen each other this week, and every game has been emotion-filled. Just a piece of it. Morales stays alive. All in the pitcher waiting on deck. Center fielder Ellis Hoping she'll have a chance to bat as well, would represent the bottom of the order. Up and in, nearly caught her. Morales chases it and down for the second out. Second strikeout for Caruth.
That's a great job, Caruth. Struggling a little bit with that curveball. But again, she has so many go-tos, so many tools as a pitcher. And finishing off with that rise ball on the outside half of the plate.
So 2 away. Tigers pitcher Avery Holland at the plate. Freshman from Fredericksburg. Holland able to foul it away. Blazers fans looking for this out. Final strike. Right back through Holland. Some of that 2-out magic that we've grown so accustomed to seeing.
That's just a great job being behind 0-2 in the count, taking that low inside pitch right back up the middle. For Caruth, being 0-2, she would like to see that pitch a little bit more outside to get that hitter to chase.
Holland does her job, aiding her cause. Mary Frances Ellis, the center fielder, now to the plate. Blooped a single over the head of the second baseman. Her first at bat. Tigers have been taking every opportunity, any opportunity to steal, and we will see if they continue that trend. Maybe not so much with Holland, the base runner, the pitcher. Alice couldn't lay off the rise ball.
And as we talked before, just how important that upspin is for a pitcher to have in her toolbox. Comes in faster, it's perceived faster for the hitter, and it's harder to lay off of.
Slow roller over to short. And there was Stockstill, 6-3 to end the inning. But the leadoff solo shot from Cummings extends the Tigers' lead. 7-5 ETBU through 3. Fireworks through 3. We have seen just about everything. Home runs, great defensive plays, even an ejection here in this Game 3 winner-take-all championship final between Belhaven and ETBU. Blazers back to the plate, trailing them by 2. Bottom of the order, there's Stockstill leading things off. Miller waiting on deck, Gordon to follow. Stockstill already 1 for 1, single to short in her first at bat, but quickly behind 0-2.
I love the mix here, just continuing to keep these hitters off balance, knowing that they're aggressive early in the count. Again, just spin and speed, so effective for pitchers.
Missing with the 0-2. Stockstill, another pitch coming her way, trying to make something of it in this back and forth affair. The only scoreless inning was the top of the first. Ever since, teams have been able to push runs across. Again, Glenn trying to frame it to no avail. Both sets of fans on edge watching this one. The highest of stakes. Full count. Stockstill has been able to battle back, went down early, worked the count full. Can the leadoff batter for the Blazers find a way aboard?
The challenge here for the pitchers, as cliche as it sounds, is just to stay loose. The looser you are, the smoother your mechanics and the more spin you have.
The junior sends this into shallow center. That's going to drop a base hit. Ellis coming in, couldn't make the play. A leadoff single for Stockstill.
And the message continues to be the same, by any means necessary. Just finding a way to put bat on ball. Got jammed a little bit on that inside half, but finding a way to get on.
Back to the top of the order, center fielder Maddie Miller up. 1 for 1. Miller, 2 RBI double her last time up. You said it, it's just about getting aboard. Find your way on base. So little separating these two teams. You don't need to be heroic, just take what they give you. The count goes 0-2 to Miller. Really hard to kind of figure out this game. We've seen so much. It has been a roller coaster of momentum, a roller coaster of emotions. Who comes out on top?
It really has. I mean, just back and forth. Seeing so many things happen in such a short amount of time, and just to think it's only the 4th inning.
Just about to say, we have a lot of the ball game remaining. One, two. Fought off by Miller. Gordon waiting on deck. She's able to get aboard. A tying run at the plate. Gordon to represent the go-ahead run in this seesaw battle. In for strike 3. Miller down looking.
That is a great mix of speed and spin. Again, when a pitcher can throw that changeup on command for a strike, it freezes the hitter. Such a great mix and a big out.
Second strikeout for the star freshman lefty. And now Gordon to the plate, the third baseman. Right back to the pitcher. Double play opportunity. Throw to first. In time. 1-6-3 ends the inning. Still Tigers on top by 2. Trying to extend the lead when they come up in the bottom of the 4th.
Good play.
ETBU hosting the championship, one of the few that have done it. That being said, the last 3 of the last 4 champs have come from the state hosting, trying last year the exception. But previous to that, Virginia Wesleyan won it in Salem, Virginia in 2021. Texas Lutheran won it in Tyler in 2019. And Virginia, Christopher Newport, the most recent in 2022, won it in Salem, did that side. So maybe boding well as this will stay in the infield. Stock still there. The only institution that has won as host, that was the College of Trenton you saw back there in the 80s. ETBU trying to follow suit. So Maddox down quickly to her counterpart at short. And now Courtney White to the plate. Into center. What a grab made coming forward from Maddie Miller.
Unbelievable catch, and she came a long way to make that catch. Just a good read and reaction. You can see she's playing more left field side and coming in and making that catch. The web jams have been so fun to watch from these outfielders and just defense in general.
Junior from Brookhaven, Mississippi made that one look easy. It was anything but. And if that got by her, it was extra bases for sure. But instead, Miller with a huge grab to aid Caruth in her defense. And could they go with a 3-up, 3-down inning, something they could desperately use, something they have not been able to come up with yet in the ball game. Into left, Weidmeyer into foul territory. Tigers go in order. Now we'll see if the Blazers can turn defense to offense. Kennedy Caruth, the 4-time Conference Pitcher of the Year in the CCS. First team All-Conference again this season. What a career she has had. It is not over. She wants to end it on a high note. Able to pick up a 1-2-3 inning, and now can she aid her cause from the plate? Caruth 1 for 2. A single in her first at bat. Flight out to right to end the second, her last time up. Caruth, 2 no-hitters this season. 1 in the regular season against then number 14 Huntington, and then again in the conference tournament elimination game. She's been roughed up a bit here today, but her offense has done its job, and Caruth does here. A leadoff single to left. Talk about aiding your own cause.
It's a great at-bat from Caruth. The offense is a direct reflection of the leadership from Coach Griffin. Consistency is what has allowed them to get to this moment. Just staying calm, staying in the moment. 1 at-bat at a time, swinging at good pitches, staying the course. That's exactly what this offense has done.
Bench runner, Madison Miller, the senior from Manville, Louisiana, at first. After the leadoff single from Caruth. Ellie Jones now at the plate. Jones into right. Bell, what a grab from Bell. Thought that was going over her head for sure. Bell had other ideas.
More love to my Audis out there making great plays. That is a hard catch. She made that look easy. But if that ball gets over her head, it opens up a big inning for the Trailblazers.
The freshman from Eustis, a huge catch in right field for the first out. As Richardson to the plate representing the tie and a run. Hit by a pitch and singled her 2 times up. A big at bat here for Holland. She's able to get by Richardson, can breathe a little easier.
Here we go, Avery.
1-1.
These outfielders have made those catches look really easy, but they are running a long way. Top speed, tracking a ball down and making plays.
A change up, in for strike two. Richardson not expecting that pitch. Outside, Richardson not chasing, one of the more disciplined batters that we've seen here in the championship. And we began on Thursday, 8 teams. We're down to the final 2. Richardson able to fight it off. The 1 seed, Linfield, eliminated. The 2 seed, ETBU, the 6 seed, Belhaven, fighting for a national championship. Richardson picked up on the hop, no, dropped the shortstop throw in time. Great play from Maddox, able to stick with it.
And a great play indeed for Maddox, just staying down on that ball. Didn't have a lot of spin on it, which makes it hard for the defender to pick up, but just staying with it again, staying under control and making the play.
Maddox, one of those seniors, the 5, she, White, Cummings, Loya, and Melton leading the way, along with those impact freshmen. It's been a potent combination here for the Tigers. They're 2 down. Miami at the plate, 0 for 2. A ground out and a strikeout for the catcher. We've seen some good catchers this week, but Miami may be the best of the bunch.
There's no doubt, and we've talked so much about catching. It's more than calling pitches and framing pitches. It's about understanding your pitcher and how to stay with her through the highs and lows, keeping them focused.
Runner to second, Miami representing that tying run. Blazers looking for some of that 2-out magic that we've seen so much of this week. Miami into right. Bell. There. The Blazers unable to respond. Still a 2-run Tiger lead. ETBU looking to add to it. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Tigers. Two-run game here in the middle of the 5th, and I'd like to take the opportunity to thank again our hosts here at East Texas Baptist University. They have been absolutely outstanding. We mentioned the weather, everything we've dealt with. We could have not asked for a better group of people, and with that, I'd like to thank their assistant athletic director for communication, Adam Ledyard, first and foremost. He has been wonderful. Evan Garcia, Ethan Bond, Silas Lott, Kat Chillis, Phil Jones, Sarah Braun, Will Edwards, along with Sharon Hall, Laura Harrington, Danny Solis, Reed Adams, Kent Reeves, and most especially the president of East Texas Baptist University, Dr. J. Blair Blackburn. Everything they have done for us this week, they have truly made this a memorable and first-class championship here in the Lone Star State. Tigers trying to extend the lead. 2 runs, but as we've seen in this ballgame, Coach, that it can change in the swing of a bat. 2 runs in this one is nothing. Haley Stum, the cleanup hitter in the 4-hole, takes the first pitch into center. Miller read it well off the barrel of the bat and has the first out. Torrin Cummings coming to the plate, and well, the last 2 times she's been up, the ball has left the yard, as Coach would say, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and that is definitely the case. A pair of home runs for the star senior from Space City, the Houstonian, putting on a show in her final collegiate game, doing everything she can to get her team to that national championship, and what a culmination of her career that would be.
And she's such a presence in the box, so much power, makes it hard to pitch to. She's got fast hands. You have to be careful with Cummings. A force to be reckoned with on both sides of the plate. Stays in her legs well and sees the ball big.
She does indeed, and you pair that with her defensive skills. She really is a rock, a wall on the hot corner. That is a potent combination that you do not see much of at any level. Senior has impressed all week long in the field and at the plate. Just outside now, 3-1. Moya, the first baseman, waiting on deck. Cummings draws the walk and continues to get aboard. Another Tiger on in the form of Torrin Cummings.
That's another good at-bat by Cummings, just, again, understanding her strike zone, not trying to do too much, and being willing to take the walk by any means necessary.
Moya takes the initial offering for a strike. 0 for 2, a strikeout swinging. Popped up to second in her 2 at-bats here. Moya over to third. Gordon able to get the lead runner. Double play. Not in time, and that split second from Gordon. Not sure if she was going to go to second or first. That may have given Aloya the chance to get safely aboard.
It's always good on defense to get that lead runner. And with how the Tigers like to run the bases, anytime you can keep them at bay, gives your defense some breathing room.
2 down as left fielder in the 7-hole. Bella Morales steps to the plate, also 0 for 2. Over to short. Stockstill puts a foot on the bag herself to end it. Tigers unable to extend their lead through 5, 7-5. ETBU on top. Top of the 6th we go, but first I'd like to thank our entire broadcast crew. It has been long days here dealing with the weather. We've been together, and dare I say we've become pretty good friends this week. I'd like to thank everyone, starting with Alan Hughes, our director, has been outstanding. Replay operator Ben Swiderski, our camera ops, Alan Fegley, Isaac De La Garza, Elias Barr, and Max Swift. Big thanks to our PA, Dawson Beard, our scorer, Jaden Williams, scoreboard, and my snack assistant, Mark Dennison, doing a great job this week. And big thanks to both analyst Steve Braun and Dr. Aya McMichael. And a special thanks to our producer, Dylan Ureño. He has been outstanding. A wonderful crew this week, and we hope you have enjoyed these games as much as we've enjoyed bringing them to you. Top of the 6th, time of the essence. Just a 2-run game, but Coach, you know, you get to that 6th inning, things start to happen. You feel that pressure just a bit more, I should say. You start to look up at that scoreboard. A slow roller over to second. White, 4-3.
And both of these teams handle pressure so well. The more pressure they have, the tougher they become. They're able to channel those emotions and stay disciplined. It's been so fun to watch, and that's exactly why they're here. High-level athletes, high-level moments, doing big things.
They are that. Down to the final 5 outs. Mary Moore Weidemeyer, the left fielder, at the plate. Weidemeyer, 1 for 2. Doubled to center in her first at bat. Ahead in the count, 2-0.
We talked earlier about pressure and athletes dealing with pressure. And there's no level that you can get to as an athlete that you can escape pressure. However, you can manage it well. And that's exactly what these athletes do.
I like what you said, pressure is a privilege. And to that point, I've heard people say, you're always going to deal with pressure. And to be honest, the more successful, the higher level, the more pressure there is. That being said, the better you get at dealing with it. And ultimately, that's what separates so many athletes. Just being able to deal with that level of pressure. Fought off, 2-2 now.
You're absolutely right. It is the great separator from good to great. Just being able to manage those moments a lot better, staying calm in those moments. The calmer you are, the better decisions that you make in high pressure situations. And that's what these athletes do.
In for strike 3, Weidemeyer down, looking, third strikeout for Holland.
That's a great job. Holland's bringing in that changeup again. Just so dangerous being able to throw that for a strike in any count. Keeping these hitters off balance.
While a pinch hitter in the bottom of the order in place of Sarah Stockstill will be Colby Hollinger, who's been a stalwart when a pinch hitter has been needed, and they've needed a base runner. More often than not, Hollinger has been able to come up with just that. Can she here with 2 away to keep the inning alive, or will it be a 1-2-3 inning? Holland trying to sit the Blazers down in order. They are down to their final 4 outs.
And I like the timing in which Holland's bringing out the changeup. Bringing it out when it's needed. There's a risk of bringing it out too early and the hitters see it too early in the game, but she's bringing it out in just the right time to slow these bats down.
After falling in game 1 yesterday, they've been able to battle back. Belhaven took it 4-3. Big 8-2 win in game 2 earlier today by the Tigers. Had to win 2 today. The best of 3 game series. They evened it up with the game 2 victory. Can they hold on and take their second ever national title? Just the second team in Division III softball to do it at home. And against their former conference foe, the Blazers still time to change the story. The ending far from written. As Coach Griffin wants a word with Hollinger. She has a 3-1 count. We said it, Hollinger, maybe the best eye of all the batters. Just so patient. Has great restraint at the plate, and if it's not there, she is not going to take a cut. And you better than anyone know how difficult that is, particularly in a pressure-packed situation like this.
Absolutely. Just understanding what you're looking for. But this is a big pitch. This is a hitter's count. Hitters know that pitchers are going to come somewhere close around the plate. So as a pitcher, you want to be really careful of not spinning it too far over the middle of the plate.
Right back through, Hollinger with a 2-out single. And that will bring the tying run to the plate as we head back to the top of the order with the center fielder, Maddie Miller.
And that's a great example of understanding what your job is in the batter's box and being patient to get your pitch. Hitters counts 3-1. As I mentioned earlier, knowing that pitchers are going to come somewhere close over the plate and staying back and driving that up the middle. It's a great at-bat.
I said at the ending of this story, not yet written. Both teams will have a say. Who will be your 2024 NCAA Softball Division III National Champion? Miller 2 for 3, 2 RBI. Both coming on that double to second, back in the second. Over to first. Boy with a foot on the bag to end the inning. Blazers just 3 outs remaining. Hoping it is a 2-run game when they come back to bat in the 7th. Tigers trying to extend the lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Tigers won the national championship in 2010. There it is in their beautiful clubhouse, well displayed, along with all of the impressive awards, accolades, and titles they've been able to garner. They want another to put beside it to bookend it. Leading by 2. Trying to extend the lead before the Blazers come up. Possibly for the final time into the top of the 7th. It'll be 8-9-1. Holland leading things off as the pitcher, 1 for 2. Singled on a 2-out 0-2 pitch. Her last time up. And remember, the Tigers have done all this with their head coach, Janae Shirley, having been ejected. Was ejected earlier. And you never know how that's going to affect a team.
Absolutely, and it looks as though it has fired these Tigers up. Cummings coming in and having a great at-bat, making a statement with her home run. But that just goes to show, again, we've talked so much about culture. And even with Coach Shirley not there, they understand what's expected of them, the tradition, the legacy, level of expectation there to perform at.
0-2, Holland unable to catch up to it. You know, we mentioned the culture of winning programs. Both these teams certainly have that in spades, and it has taken time to build that, both here in Marshall, Texas, and over in Jackson, Mississippi. But the patience of these two fan groups has been rewarded. The top 2 teams in Division III softball. And very classy programs, coaching staffs. Had the opportunity to speak with them, interact with them this week. It has been a pleasure. Holland unable to find anything on her counterpart. Strikeout to lead off the inning.
And Karuf doing what Karuf does best, spinning the ball through the zone. Challenging her with that outside rise ball up and away. And again, the more that ball spins, the more it moves away from that barrel.
Karuf, her 3rd strikeout. Star center fielder Mary Frances Ellis now at the plate. Ellis, one of these East Texas natives. She and Melton electing to stay home, not traveling far, and don't need to for their collegiate careers. One for 2, having singled to second in her first at bat. Off the hands. 0-2 to Ellis. You can just feel the tension here at the ballpark every pitch. The fans were loud. They were bordering on rowdy at some points earlier in this game, but they are quiet, firmly focused on the action. Everyone knows what's at stake. Two away. Another strikeout for Caruth.
And I like to see how Caruth is settling down here later in the inning. Struggled a little bit early on with her control and her spin. But again, we talked about just how important the legs are. She's pushing off harder on the mound, taking more time in between pitches. and going back to what she knows best, and that's spinning the ball through the zone.
Ruth has not recorded a 3-up, 3-down inning thus far. An opportunity to do so here. But the All-American and star senior shortstop may have other plans. Tristan Maddox at the plate. And hit by the pitch for the second time today. Maddox hit by a pitch to lead off the ball game, and now aboard with 2 outs, having been hit by a pitch again.
And we've said it before, and we'll say it again. There's something about that 2-out magic. That rise ball inside, getting a little bit too far away for Caruth. He's got to settle back in here and work ahead in the count.
So Courtney White, Tigers' second baseman, now up. And off to second, and sliding in is Maddox safely.
Again, by any means necessary. That's a tough one. Looks like they're going to challenge her leaving early in first base.
They will indeed. We'll see if we can get another look at it. It's called safe, and they will indeed challenge that Maddox left early. Here's the official announcement.
The ruling on the field of leaving early at first base is being challenged by Belhaven.
Belhaven wants to see if she did indeed. And here we go.
The rule is she cannot leave until the ball has completely left her hand.
Yeah, again, it looks like that left foot is on the bag when that ball is out of the hand of Caruth.
It looks like she's good. Looks like that foot stayed intact. The challenge with that as the catcher is that she's stolen a changeup, which gives the runner a little bit more time.
Two away, runner at second. As our referee, Alan Degler, taking a look. We'll see if that call stands.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld.
There it is, ruling on the field upheld. Maddox safe at second with the stolen base. And back to the plate we go, a 1-0 count for White. White back in, a leadoff walk. Just flied out in her last 2 at-bats. Ruth, everything she has left in the tank, emptying it here. What a warrior. A graduate student, her final collegiate game. She has given every ounce that she has today for her side, doing everything she can. Into left, and that'll drop in foul territory.
Caruth doing a good job falling behind in the count. Again, just understanding what her go-to is and recognizing that for pitchers that can change per inning, per game, but just knowing what is your go-to when you fall behind.
Two outs. Maddox at second. White waiting the 2-2. Into right field. That's going to drop. Unable to make a play on it. Insurance comes across. the RBI from White, and the Tigers lead 8-5.
That's a great piece of hitting from White, taking that rise ball up and driving it hard, seeing the ball deep. We talked earlier about hitters allowing that ball to travel so you can see the spin and understand what the ball is going to do. And she did just that, driving the ball hard to right center.
A 3-run lead for ETBU. Some more of that 2-out magic. It just continues. Bell into deep center, a base hit off the wall. Another run comes in. White to score. Bell rounding second, on to third, sliding safely in. 9-5 Tigers.
And the fans are on their feet. They understand how big of a hit that was. Wasted no time. First pitch, first swing. And you know you're seeing the ball well when you hit it straight away center.
The freshman out of Eustis, part of that impressive freshman class. She, Holland, Morales, and Stum, all major contributors to this year. Now standing at third. A 4-run lead, 2 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. We said they would need insurance, and they have found it. Tiger fans on their feet. Caruth trying to contain the emotions for the star from Southern Louisiana. Doing everything she can as the fans here, be they in blue and gold or green and gold, they've been treated to one heck of a ball game. Stum, a designated player, freshman from Bridgeland Conference. Freshman of the year in the ASC. Can she tack on another? Put her Tigers up by 5 with Bell just 60 feet away.
And Caruth is the definition of a competitor. Finding ways, expanding herself as a pitcher. You see she's showing more emotion. As those tears fall, she's still standing in there fighting for her team.
I said she was a warrior, and I was not kidding. We've seen it from her throughout this week. Everything she can for her team. Her final game for the Blazers. They still have life, still 3 outs, but regardless of the outcome, Kennedy Caruth has been a star and represented her team to the utmost, and for that you give her full credit. You know, well over 200 innings pitched. When they got to the postseason, they put the ball in her hands, and it was all her. 12 straight games. She pitched every inning, every pitch, and gets the strikeout to end the inning. Tigers able to find insurance, 2 runs, and they take a 4-run lead into the 7th. Blazers 3 outs to work with, season and a national championship on the line. Tigers 3 outs away from their 2nd national championship in softball. They did it in 2010. They have a chance to do it here in 2024 in front of the home fans. Folks in Marshall on their feet here at beautiful Bell Park at Taylor Field. Gordon, Caruth, Jones coming to the plate. Gordon leading things off, and this is who you want up. What can she do? You're not going to get 4 runs in a swing. Just get aboard, keep the inning alive, and keep the chances, hope alive for the Blazers.
And that's exactly what it's going to take, and that's what they've been doing the entire game. Staying in the moment, having good at-bats, and having the pass-the-bat mentality.
Catches the corner. 1-2 to Gordon. Holland through 6 innings, has given up 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Struck out 3, has not issued a walk. Over to third, across. They will say that is a foul ball as Cummings picked that one up just. That ball crossed the line. And it'll send Gordon back to the plate with a 1-2 count. A quick word and back to the action we go. Gordon able to foul it off.
That's a great job by Gordon with 2 strikes. 2-strike approach, allow the ball to get deep, stay in your legs, look to drive the ball middle to right side of the field. The longer you can see the ball with 2 strikes, the better decisions you'll be able to make and battle in the box.
Changeup just misses. 2-2 to Gordon.
And it looks as though if it missed, it didn't miss by much. Again, changing speeds, keeping these hitters off balance. You can see our teammates wanting to fight for every pitch.
Gordon, slow roller. Cummings in the hole to throw across. In time. Torn Cummings continues to put on a show in her final game.
That is an absolute incredible play. Again, cutting that ball off in the 5-6 hole, the slow roller, making a tough play for the shortstop. Coming up and finishing to get the first out. Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments.
Senior from Houston has done it her entire career and does it here. With Caruth at the plate. The Blazers down to their final 2 outs. Caruth 2 for 3. Down 0-2 here. Caruth off the lip of the glove. Maddox unable to make the play. And the Blazers still alive, courtesy of the star pitcher, Kennedy Caruth.
And that's a great at-bat. 3 changeups in a row, just staying back, 2 strikes, finding a way to get barrel to the ball. That rising line drive right over the glove of Maddox.
First baseman Ellie Jones steps up 0 for 3 in the game. Strikeout and a pair of flyouts for Jones. Takes for strike 1. Caruth has done her job. She has all game, all season, her entire career. Designated player Richardson waiting on deck. Can Jones get aboard? Jones into right field. Bell dropping back, has it. Tigers 1 out away.
And Bell was tracking that ball down all the way from contact. And I love so much when the pitchers give the outies so much love, understanding how important their job is out there.
Tiger fans on their feet. Second national championship, 1 out away. Richardson, all that stands between ETBU and the title. It'll be just the second team ever to win in front of their home fans on their home diamond. One and one.
I love how Richardson is picky on just understanding what she's looking for.
Richardson, one of the more discerning hitters we've seen here in the championship. That will not change here, even with a season and a title on the line. Richardson hit by the pitch. Life for the Blazers as Richardson is aboard, and the catcher, Hannah Kyami, comes up.
Richardson continues to find a way to keep her offense going. And that has been her motto, by any means necessary, whether it be a walk, a hit, or getting hit. She's the light for this offense.
Kyami steps up. Jordan Knife, the pinch runner at first. Changeup misses high. Kyami's able to get aboard. Parker waiting on deck would represent the tying run. Two and 0.
Important for Holland just to stay in the moment. Not to mentally jump too far ahead, just work on one pitch at a time. Focus in on the batter.
Kyami over to third. Cummings has it, and the Tigers are national champions.
Unbelievable moment for these Tigers. Talk about resilience, and that's exactly what they did. Response was intentional.
For the second time in school history, the ETBU Tigers are your Division III softball national champions. They won it in 2010. They find another in 2024 in front of the home fans. The storybook season for Belhaven comes to a close against their former conference foe. What a game. What a finish. Took all 3 games. Saw a little bit of everything. But ultimately, the Tigers of ETBU are your national champions. Coach, it has been a wonderful week here in the championship. I've enjoyed every minute of it, and as I said, we could not have asked for a whole lot more in this championship series between these two. Action-packed, saw it all. What a finish to the season.
Absolutely, and just this is what softball's all about. All the little moments leading to this moment. Total team win, coming back from behind and doing what it takes to get to this win.
And they have done just that. Congratulations to Janae Shirley, her second national championship, her 17th year in charge for the ETBU alum, her entire staff, Bill Galloway, Guy Shirley, Jeanette Galvan, and Hannah Garcia. And congratulations as well to Kevin Griffin, Courtney Fairley, and Bailey Winscott. Remember, this is a team that made the transition from NAIA to NCAA. They made their first NCAA tournament in 2021, their first championship appearance. They made it to the championship series, and they will be back, no doubt about it. It has been a wonderful week here in Marshall, Texas. Thanks again to our host, to our entire crew. Huge thanks to my broadcast partner, Dr. Ian McMichael, and thank you especially for joining us on NCAA.com. We'll step aside and pass things over the trophy presentation coming up. The ETBU Tigers, your 2024 NCAA Softball Division III National Champions.
Can you give me a water? I don't feel good. Ethan, I haven't been drinking anything.
When I spread out, you are your head in the back of yourself. Okay.
I'll sit down.
Here, we can scoot down a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to begin the award ceremony for the 2024 NCAA Division III Softball Championship. First, let's congratulate both teams on their outstanding achievements and thank our host, East Texas Baptist University, for their partnership, commitment, and success in hosting this national championship. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause. Presenting the awards this evening is Brad Duckworth, NCAA Division III Softball Committee Chair. First, we will present the 2024 NCAA Division III Softball All-Tournament Team. First, the players who are not in attendance today. From Case Western Reserve, Kylie Gross. From Virginia Wesleyan, Sarah Prosser. From Wisconsin Oshkosh, Sophie Weary.
From Tufts, Sophia DeCoco. From Linfield, Taya Kelly. And from Rowan, Emily McCutcheon. From Belhaven University, Allie Gordon. Kennedy Caruth. And Katie Jo Richardson. And finally, from East Texas Baptist University, Isabella Morales. Avery Holland. Torin Cummings. And the 2024 Most Outstanding Player, as voted on by members of the NCAA Division III Softball Committee, Tristan Maddox. Fans, let's hear it for your 2024 All-Tournament team. And now, the runner-up team in this year's NCAA Division III Softball Championship, finishing with a record of 47 wins, 10 losses, the Belhaven University Blazers. Will the following individuals please step forward to receive your award? Junior number 1, Maddie Miller. Junior number 2, Carly Fudge. Junior number 3, Macy Baldwin. Junior number 4, Jordan Knipe. Junior number 5, Belle West. Junior number 6, Colby Hollinger. Junior number 8, Sarah Stockstill. Senior number 9, Madison Miller. Graduated senior number 10, Allie Gordon. Junior number 11, Anna Kayami. Senior number 12, Mary Moore Whitemeyer. Senior number 13, Natalie Parker. Junior number 14, Maddie Russell. Freshman number 17, Macy Funderburg. Graduated senior number 18, Kennedy Caruth. Junior number 19, Katie Jo Richardson. Sophomore number 20, Madeline Bullock. Freshman number 21, Hillary Polaro. Junior number 23, Taylor Heaton. Junior number 25, Ellie Jones. Junior number 26, Riley Landro. And junior number 30, Hannah Levy. Will head coach Kevin Griffin and the team captains please step forward to accept your trophy? The Blazers were led this year by head coach Kevin Griffin, assisted by Courtney Fairley and Bailey Winscott. Congratulations to Belhaven University on an outstanding season. And now, the 2024 NCAA Division III Softball National Champion. Finishing the East Texas Baptist University Tigers. Will the following individuals please step forward to receive your award? Freshman number 1, Emma Bell. Senior number 2, Tony Tamburello. Sophomore number 3, Hannah Kelly. Senior number 4, Maddie Milton. Junior, number 5, Mary Frances Ellis. Freshman, number 6, Samantha Carter. Freshman, number 7, Jade Owens. Freshman, number 8, Haley Stum. Junior, number 9, Nadia Almanza. Senior, number 11, Brady Glenn. Senior, number 12, Torrin Cummings. Freshman, number 14, Bella Morales. Sophomore, number 15, Sydney Green. Freshman, number 16, Mackenzie Fritsch. Freshman, number 17, Avery Holland. Freshman, number 18, Natalie Norwood. Sophomore, number 20, Mallory Pyle. Senior, number 21, Delaney Loya. Senior, number 22, Tristan Maddox. Freshman, number 23, Bevo Rodriguez. Senior, number 24, Courtney White. Freshman, number 25, Ava Nieto. Freshman, number 26, Shelby Navarrete. Junior, number 27, Hannah Benavides. Senior, number 28, Cassidy Creevy. Sophomore, number 29, Ellie Watkins. And freshman, number 30, KK Minshew. Will head coach Janae Shirley and the team captains please come forward to accept your trophy. Brian Shirley, Janae Colvin, and Hannah Garcia. Congratulations to the East Texas Baptist University Tigers, your 2024 NCAA Division III Softball National Champions! On behalf of the NCAA and East Texas Baptist University, we thank you for your attendance at the 2024 NCAA Division III Softball Championship. And once again, congratulations to our champions, the East Texas Baptist University Tigers.